travel involving.
You like that better?
That's what you're saying.
That's what I said. But sanctioned student travel involving overnight trips. Must. Now, who are we presenting to? Must be presented with the approval of the building principal.
No, must obtain the approval of.
Well, but
right?
that's not what it says.
I know, but.
Who, that was my question. Who are you presenting this to? The building
Sounds like
principal
they
has
have to
approved it,
apply
the
to you, right?
superintendent.
Sharing it with the world.
We're asking a question.
So what, I mean, what is, you tell us, you've read this policy more than us. What is the meaning here? What is it
Well, if
mean
you go
that?
all the way to the end, it sounds like it's gotta be presented to the school
That's
committee.
what I
Right.
thought.
But
And
after
upon
it's been
its-
approved by the
Right.
principal and,
And then the superintendent.
all right.
I think what we need to do here is just go with obtain.
Must obtain the.
What happened
approval
was,
of
the whole point here is, I believe when we discussed this specific paragraph, what happened is, if there is a possibility of a problematic sanctioned school trip, it would be up to us to say no. I mean, it can be up to the building principal, and it can be up to the superintendent to say no. But for whatever reason, you know, should something come up, it's our ultimate responsibility. So, this overnight trips required by the, if we just say overnight trips, or, you know, and we don't have to go through all that stuff, because required by, you know, if you have, I can't imagine telling some kid they have to go on an overnight trip. Okay, so that's kind of insane. Overnight trips must be, granted, you know, must have permission from, written permission if you'd like to, from the building principal. And with the approval, with the, you know, how do you say this? It should be really easy. The whole idea here is, what happens is,
must have approval of the building principal, superintendent, and school committee.
there you go. Overnight trips must have the approval of.
But they need to be sanctioned, it needs to be clear that those are sanctioned
Sanctioned
versus
student travel
supplemental.
involving overnight
Okay, sanctioned
trips.
There you
student
go.
travel
Yeah.
Involving overnight trips.
involving,
What did we say, must have the approval?
Must be
Must
approved.
obtain, must be approved.
must be approved.
Right, and then those three entities.
Now, do you got a semicolon in?
No.
And we don't need to capitalize building principal, superintendent, or.
Yeah, no, it seems so weird.
Can't be.
Can be passed.
Well, the principal would be too, building that. Must be approved by,
It's a position. Principal is
Okay, building principal, superintendent, and
and we get rid of all of that stuff, upon his recommendation, just all that, and the school committee. Okay.
I mean, there are situations, and especially in high schools, that you may know this, where, you know, they're planning a trip and all of a sudden there's political upheaval, or, you know, code red threats on
Right.
whatever, and it gets kind of dicey. It really, you know, are we going to allow our kids to go or not,
Right.
given the situation?
I could
Okay, we're almost done here. The three bullets or arrows, there's a typo in the middle one, maybe more recreational than academic. And then there was just some weird stuff in that last italicized. Organizational and supportive work for supplemental travel shall occur outside of the normal school day for students and for involved school employees apart from their assigned schoolwork and hours.
think a comma after employees. would be
Yeah,
better.
yep.
Okay, good. Comma after employees.
I'm reading.
Yep. Okay, we already fixed the for. It shall be their responsibility to issue the notifications.
Say any right.
Of what? To whom? What are we talking about?
Notifications of supplemental travel.
Well, why do we want to say, if we're trying to extract ourselves
Right,
from
we
it?
don't want to, right. I think you just go right to the next sentence. Skip furthermore, just start with all such arrangements shall be made off school premises.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So get rid of the whole if school personnel are involved.
Furthermore.
And get rid of furthermore. Uppercase all.
Arrangements shall be made. Does you have to say off of school premises, or can you say off?
Off. That's it, that's all I had. I love it.
But the gist of all these.
The gist is great.
Yeah.
The gist is great. Better yet, thank goodness we have a policy subcommittee. That's all I can say.
Then the
Daunting task.
last one was just the portion of the food policy that seemed to be confusing to everybody. And so this is just sort of a rearrangement of the information.
Yep. I like the way you put the
See if you think
food
this
stuff at
does
the
it.
top, yep. I thought this was good.
Now, in this particular one, we could actually vote to adopt this, I think, because it's just an amendment. I don't think you need a reading.
Nothing in the
like that.
policy really has changed, it's just a editing
Okay.
of the,
Okay? I have no problem adopting this as edited. No, adopting this editing.
I second that as well.
I move to adopt the amendment to the student nutrition program.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Done. Okay, and the last item on our agenda will probably take us through about 9 o'clock. No, we're tabling until next meeting. This is the high school review because we have, North Kingstown has still not voted on the change in language, the clarifications in language on the contract that through just bad, just mishaps. They haven't had it correctly worded on the agenda, they haven't been able to address it. So until they do that, we're going to table the high school review until the next meeting. Do we have a public forum, would anybody like to speak now?
don't you
Do
do?
do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yay. Is there anything particular on the next agenda?
Aye.
Of the